Atlantia vivere, Atlantia vince, Atlantia victor. Atlantia vivere, Agartha vivere, Shambhala vivere, Lemuria vivere, Dracona vivere, Orantia vivere, Akasha vivere, Lir, Mur, Sulka vivere. My dear friends, this video is made for Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II of England, of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Her Majesty said a month ago or 2 months ago that she would prefer Britain to exit the European Union. Actually, she said that if Britain does not exit the European Union, then the British people will be destroyed by the aliens. What are those aliens? These aliens are Goa'uld. They are dragons, but they do not recognize themselves as dragons, because I speak in my mind, not in my brain. I speak telepathically with a great Goa'uld, and he said to me that he does not consider himself to be a dragon anymore. They are just Goa'uld. They are small dragons which infiltrate the human host here, or through the ear, or through the mouth, or through the nose sometimes, or through the belly. And as you have seen in the Stargate movies, they control the host by controlling the mind. Actually, the connection, the bond between the Goa'uld and the human is a connection like between a dragon and the dragon lord. I am a dragon lord. I have united myself with 6 dragons. Here is my first dragon, Betty, my second dragon, Ramona, my third dragon, Dacia, with 2 heads, but only 1 head is my dragon. The 4th dragon on there. The 5th dragon, Alex Malinash, and the 6th dragon, Diana. I am a Dovahkiin, a great Dovahkiin. I was born with 4 wings and 4 legs. Actually, no, with 4 wings, 2 hands, and 2 legs. And I have seen how the Queen has told Prince William to rise up. She is just like my grandmother, who is the Tsarina of Russia. I shall be the Tsar of Russia in about 2 months, because I shall be 37 years old and 7 months, and the dragons know wrongly that at the age of 37 years and 7 months, actually at the age of 37 years and 7 days, you return to the day in which you were born, according to the Atlantean or Mayan calendar. So I wish to strengthen the will of the British people, and I shall send this video to them, because the great voivode, or the warlord Putin, Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, I had a bad opinion about him, but now I have a good opinion about him, because he said that Britain should not leave the European Union. Actually, he said that he has a personal opinion that he does not wish to share, but from the context I understood that he does not wish Britain to leave the European Union. And why? Because Russia wants to deal with a strong Europe. When we invade Europe, we wish to take Europe as a whole. So, the empire of Jesus Christ shall be made on earth. Our great imperialism shall be promoted. I see now in Romania they are chicken shit, they are very scared, and they say let's do war with Russia, and because Romanians are generally cowards and lazy and thieves, they say about me that I am a great dictator. They have hired now some people, some psychologists, and they dissect me, how I walk, how are my lips, how are my gestures, what they can understand from all of these. And yes, I know that Prince William is going to be king, because of Camille, his father is not going to be king. Also, we had the same problem in Macedonia. My father unfortunately killed not a lot of people. He killed a dragon, my mother, and he also killed a dragon lord who killed his own mother, his own dragon. And my aunt, because my mother was born with 2 heads, and my grandmother with 3 heads, so I understand the dragons very well. and also because I have the spirit of Iskander Verkek, who is a great bird vermilion, and also because I have united myself with 6 golden dragons. I understand them perfectly. The sign of the golden dragon is a triangle. The sign of the black dragon is a disc. The sign of the red dragon are 2 mountains, and the sign of the green dragon is a pentagram. Okay? And I have these signs on my body. And I wish to say that Britain is the oldest civilization of Western Europe. We are 40,000 years old here in Romania, but in Britain they are 6,000 or 5,600 years old, if I count correctly. France, on the other hand, is 2,300 years old, and every day they say another stupid, childish and immature thing. Like they have said a few days ago that Britain shall become like the Guernsey Island if they choose to leave the European Union. But they shall be fine. When these people, the Atlantic people, shall be gone in a few hundred years, France shall lead the world, or maybe America, or maybe Britain. Britain not, because they had their empire, they had their chance to make the whole world Britain, and they failed. But France not yet had that chance. And because every day they are saying another stupid thing, I believe that now they are a mature civilization, and then in a few centuries they shall be ready to lead the world. And as they grow old, because I know that the bond between dragons and humans, and which bond has kept the world safe from war between humans and dragons for 2.5 million years, because dragons are reptiles, they are flying reptiles, and the reptiles were invented 64 million years ago, created by yours truly then, while the humans were only created 4 million years ago. So in the past 2.5 million years, people lived in the jungle, and the first, kisses between humans and dragons took place. Actually, it is very interesting to make sex, to make love with the female dragon. Female dragons are very frisky in bed. But I am a Dovahkiin, I am half dragon, so I'm not so, fragile. So I make love with all my dragons, because in order to become Tsar of Russia, if you are human, 2 dragon females have to accept you. If you are a Dovahkiin, only 1 dragon female has to accept you. And if you are a dragon, you cannot be Tsar. You have to be human or Dovahkiin. You have to have at least 2 children. I have 4 or 5, depending on how my last dragon decided to give birth to her eggs, to our eggs actually. And I love the dragons. And I wish to say to all the Goa'uld that all Goa'ulds are dragons, and if they stop using their sarcophagus, which makes them appear very evil and very foolish, and they believe themselves to be great gods. Actually, I also believe myself to be a great god, but I believe so because I have read Atlantia for 40,000 years through my many incarnations. So if they do that, they shall discover their true nature, because the war between dragons and humans is like the war between a dragon and a dragon knight. A dragon has to be sure about his dragon knight, and he has to test his dragon knight, and all my dragons have tested me. And in the same way, these Goa'ulds are going to test our metal again. And that is all that it is all about. It is not a war. It is like Dacia Severiano not letting me go to a doctor until the age of 40 and staying in poverty because she wants to test me. She is my third dragon in this life. Yes. And it is the same thing. Although the Goa'uld speak like this and say, no, we are Goa'uld, we are no longer dragons. They behave like dragons. Okay. They behave very much like dragons. And if they stop using their damn sarcophagus for a month or 2, they will come to their senses. Goodbye.